Hello dear students and welcome back to my channel. Dear students, in the last session I have explained you about few of the topics from your textbook that were about the different kinds of computers, the machines which were invented. We have also discussed about the inventors. Now in this video you are going to see about the different generations of computers and their characteristics. See, whichever was the first time when these computers were initially invented, from that time starting from that year till today, the whole time period is divided into 5 different generations. This complete time period initially जब पहला कंप्यूटर बनाया गया था तब और जो आज तक हम कंप्यूटर यूज कर रहे हैं, this is divided into 5 different generations which are called generations of computers. Now what is different in these generations, what is the difference in these generations? This we will know one by one. As you can see on the screen, all the 5 different generations of computers are shown. First generation computer, you can see it's a big room size, then second somewhat small, then third, then fourth, and then fifth. One by one we are going to discuss these generations. So talking about the first generation of computers, this generation started beta from 1940 to 1956. 1940 से 1956, this time period is known as for its first generation of computers. Now what was the important part of these computers? The most important thing is that here in this slide I think it is not written, but here in the first generation of computers, vacuum tubes were used. Vacuum tubes, they were used in these kind of computers, or as compared to the previous machines which were designed, this was the fastest calculating. As you can see, it was very bulky in size, that means it was very big in size. Then it required proper air conditions, yani ACs were required so that the heat generated by these machines can be lowered down. As the size of the machine was very big, so much power was consumed. Electricity bill was very high at that time when this computer was used. Also they were prone to frequent hardware failures, means that there were chances that the hardware may crash. So the crashing of hardware was also possible in these kind of computers. Then next point says that here constant maintenance was also required. Like nowadays whatever computers we people use, they are of low maintenance, but earlier in the first generation the maintenance of the computer was very high and it has to be done repeatedly after every time interval. Commercial production of these computers was difficult and costly, as it was very big in size, ACs were required, then this maintenance was also repeatedly required. So commercial production was not that easy. Like commercial means these computers could not reach to each and every house due to the difficulty and the cost. So commercial use was limited here. And do remember the important point of these computers, that vacuum tubes were used in the first generation. So most important point. Then comes the second generation of computers. As you can see, I have placed an image also here. Quite smaller as compared to first generation. And what kind of technology was used, what kind of circuits were used? That was transistors. So in second generation of computers, transistors were used. These computers were quite reliable as compared to the first generation. And as their size was very small as compared to first generation, so here the consumption of the electricity also reduced. These were faster than the previous generation. Still the cost was very high. ACs were required, and the language which these computers understand was machine language and the assembly language. So from first generation to the second generation, what has changed is the size, the circuit. These are the most important two things which has been changed in the second generation. So transistors are used and the size was very small, and electricity consumption also reduced. But apart from that, it had almost the same thing. Moving on to the third generation of computers, as you can see in the picture, size has reduced many times as compared to second generation. अगर हम second generation computers को देखें तो उनके comparison में third generation of computers का size काफी कम हो गया है. In this, the circuit that was used is IC, which is known as integrated circuits. Full form सारे आपके बुक में दिए हुए हैं, आप वहां से रेफर कर सकते हैं. You can refer your textbook. Time period is also mentioned there. So in the third generation, what is the important point? That the circuits used was integrated circuits as compared to both of the first and second generation. Third generation computers are more reliable and smaller in size. These computers also generated less heat, are much faster than the previous generations. The maintenance cost has also reduced, but still costly, so that everybody cannot afford. But still, AC was needed to keep such kind of computers, because yes, such kind of computers do generated more heat, and the power consumption was less. Also, the most important thing, that these computers have supported high level language. What are high level language? That we will discuss further in the next chapters. तो इसमें आपको क्या चीजें याद रखनी है? You need to keep in mind the technology that was used and what kind of language these computers supported. Coming on to the fourth generation of computer, here this generation starts from 1972. From 1972 till today, we are in the present time also. So we are running in the fourth generation. The technology used here is VLSI technology, or you can say in short, microprocessors. Microprocessors are used in this generation of computers, and as the second point says, they are very cheap. As they are cheap, सस्ते हैं, तो everybody can afford. यानी और लास्ट जनरेशन के कंपैरिजन में more and more people can afford to buy a computer. Then these are portable and reliable. Portable means that easily you can carry them from one place to another. They are not so large as compared to the other previous generation computers. Here PCs are used, you can say the PC, then they are very small in size, then for them ACs are not required. Lekin in first, second and third generation, if you have taken a computer, AC was must, so that the heat generated by the computer can be lower down. Then in this generation, we are also using internet, and easily these computers are available. Coming on to the last generation, that is the fifth generation, starts from present and we talk about future. This generation talks about the future. So in this, ULSI technology is going to be used, which is actually artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence means that machines, at present your computer will work only when you give the instructions to it. Computers at present cannot decide, cannot think, cannot feel. But when we talk about fifth generation of computers, then your computer, the robots that you see, will behave like a human. They can sense, they can feel, they can think, and even take decisions as the human beings do. For example, if you have watched the Hindi movie Robot, then there is a robot named Chitti. That is an artificial intelligence. Is an example of artificial intelligence. So obviously such kind of computers will be very user friendly and will be cheap. Let's wait for the time to come for these fifth generation of computers. So this is all about your generation of computer. For further details, do refer your book and keep watching the videos on the channel. I will be sent time to time to you. Thank you.